welcome to the Red Cut. Once again, you know, we got some special shit going on tonight. We got the SWAT brothers in here tonight, man. You know, we got my man Derrick Lewis, motherfucker, big time, all time new shop like in Maryland. We got Ced, Lewis, my big homie, man. You know what I'm saying? Force him to the rim, Ced, getting that shit out of there. JB, Charlie Moore as usual, man. Charlie, we got the Curl boys on tonight, man.
We got 3 Hall of Famers in here on the Curl, man.
We
on the wall,
three
man.
Curl Hall of Famers
yeah,
on
the wall, man. This is a great show tonight,
you
man.
might as well go ahead and get us started, man.
Let's go ahead and Stevie Dukes it. We got Derrick Lewis, man, and come on, Curl 84, McDonald's All-American, man. Player of the year in the area. I think that was the first year under Curl Holmes as a head coach.
That was Curl's second year.
Jack Bruin. You played under Jack Bruin and Curl Holmes. Yes. And we got Derrick Lewis, man, a human racer. Both guys out of Maryland, man. 2 brothers, man. Top 50 in Maryland.
No, that's crazy, man.
As brothers, man. Top 50 players ever at Maryland University, man. It is big, and we're glad to have y'all on this show, man. Derrick, I'm going to start with you, man. Just give us your experience. How did you end up at Curl?
Well, I'm going to tell you what happened. I was going to DeMatha. I was going to DeMatha. They ran a summer basketball camp up at St. John's. Joe Gallagher, Morgan Wooten, Jack Bruin.
Metropolitan area camp.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
That was it, John.
Yeah.
And I was on DeMatha, put me on the waiting list. Put me on the waiting list. That's what happened.
Hold on, who the fuck was at the Mather that
I've been on the waiting list.
Danny Ferry, right?
They have Benny Bolton.
They didn't have that. They had Benny Bolton. Carlton Valentine came in that year.
Okay.
I think Rob Roach might have been a year older than me, but that was the summer I was trying to go to DeMatha. They put me on the waiting list.
Yeah.
And while I was on the waiting list, I was on the camp. Joe Gallagher and Jack Bruin started talking to me. He said, well, Jack Bruin told me, he said, why go play for DeMatha when you can come to Carroll and kick their ass?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I said, okay, that sounds good to me. He said they don't care about you. They got you on this waiting list. Come over here and play at Carroll. That's how I ended up at Carroll.
Okay.
Go play against her, yeah.
So your first year up there, were you under the tutelage of Billy Barnes, or did you go straight to varsity?
I played for Carroll Holmes on JV.
Okay.
They were on JV, Carroll Holmes.
In 9th grade?
Yeah, we practiced. Right? Sometimes I practiced with varsity, but they had a team. They had Cheese, Chester Wood, Jeff was there.
Yeah.
Andy Jordan. So they were. They had a good team. Joe Howard.
Yeah.
Good team.
Was Kenny Wills on that team? Kenny Wills was after you?
Kenny Wills might have been on the freshman team that year with Billy Barnes.
Okay.
Because Kenny liked to shoot.
Yeah.
You want to get no shots with Jeff.
Yeah. Kenny liked to shoot.
Yeah, Sonny too, man.
Sonny came my sophomore year.
Alvin Martin, man. That
Sonny,
brother can shoot.
Sonny Reyes.
Wow.
Sonny Reyes,
Oh, Sonny Reyes from Carroll's Hood?
Sonny Reyes, man.
Yeah, he did a year.
Yeah.
They went back to Coolidge, I believe.
Yeah.
Went back to Coolidge after sophomore.
Yeah, Coolidge. Yeah, he did. I know
he
he
could score, man.
Yeah. Shout out to Sonny Reyes. No bullshit.
He could score, man.
Yeah.
So I didn't realize he went to Coolidge after that, man.
That's
You know, he couldn't handle all that discipline up there. Sonny Reyes had to get out of there. He needed a 2-hour lunch break.
Anyway, Carroll was a private public school.
So they going there, man. 10th grade, you on varsity?
10th grade I was on varsity. I became a starter about 2 games in. Randy Jordan was a starter.
Yeah.
And Jeff Baxter was pumping me a little bit. Chester, Cheese. Also had a guy named Kevin Lee.
Yeah, I know
I think he went to Northeastern, I believe. Yeah. But that was the front line. And I didn't need any shots. I just wanted to play. I was shot blocker, playing defense.
Right.
And he put me on the floor one game, and after that, I was starting a couple of games into the season. I wouldn't. They had Jeff Baxter. We had Al Gist on that team.
Yeah.
So we had people scoring. There's somebody inside do dirty work.
Yeah.
I was about 140 pounds, probably. 140, 150 pounds, 6'7".
Soaking wet.
Yeah. But that's how I got going, man.
Okay. All right. So that light started coming on going in 11th grade year or 12th grade year?
The summer after my 10th grade year, I went to 5-star. That's when you had to be invited to 5 stars. There was one 5-star. You had to go up to Robert Morris.
Right.
And
that's when y'all played outside and inside.
Yeah, outside. They had the guys from Baltimore up there. Muggsy Bowles ran too. Wingate was up there. All those guys from Dunbar, Baltimore, Reggie Williams. And all of them. And that summer, I made the top 25 sophomores in the country. Now, you know, it's not the same as the day where you had, you know, social media and everybody could see everybody. It was just the people they had brought to 5-star, and that's, you know, these are the top people at Garfield. And that kind of got me thinking, maybe I can play after I leave. You know, we all got dreams. We all say we want to play. This is my goal. You know, I was 7th grade. I had my gym shirt. I had Dr. J Jr. on the back of my gym shirt. You know, you all want to play basketball, but you know, you don't start believing until you get a little bit of recognition. That's kind of where it started, man.
Was the one player that made you, you know, that you had that good game against and said, okay, I can play some ball, man? Was it that one person that said that?
I think it just happened up at 5-star.
Because I just know playing against you as a kid was like, hell, you got your confidence against me real quick. Everybody want to know, man, why did you shoot? As a kid, man, you know, growing up with the best shot blocker, number one shot blocker in the country, I ain't seen it. I couldn't make a basket, man. So, you know, I played drums. That was my thing, man. So Derrick, man, I could never get my shot off playing against him as a kid, man. And so that's why I couldn't shoot, man.
But don't let him fool you. He got me back. He grew 2 inches taller than me. You know, so he was always stronger. And a true inside player. You know, I was masquerading. I just wanted to get on the floor. So I never had the size. I had to be able to be sneaky and all that kind of stuff. So they just said, well, you know, look at y'all day to do it. And, you know, that it wasn't coming in.
And see, I know that carried your confidence over to when you went to high school.
Yeah, it did.
You're going against one of the best players ever played at Curl and in the country. At that time.
Wait, let me take this off, man. It's getting hot. Up in this joint, man. Yeah, man.
Oh, I like that.
Respect. Yeah, I've been waiting for a long time. I'm just saying that. I've been waiting a long time, man.
Hey, so think about this. So think about the irony in this here, right? Derrick, you had to learn under your big brother tutelage, right?
Yeah, man.
Boom. Then all of a sudden, he's still a fan, so you had to see him win Super Bowl. You miserable all the way around, bro. So you finally did it. So it's all love, son.
That was some little brother get big brother shit. Like, all the years, motherfucker. Always bullshit.
But man, growing up, watching him play, man, like I was sitting up in the stands at Carroll, and like I said, back then, I was more interested. I played football, so that was until I got to Carroll.
I never knew that.
Yeah, man. But when I got to Carroll, I saw them dudes were, you know, I was like he said, 140 pounds. I think I was probably taller, but lighter. And so I saw them dudes at Carroll. I'm like, nah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and change. You know, plus when it started getting cold, I'm standing out there with my hands, my pants like this, man. I needed a controlled environment, so I switched up to basketball, man. And
So you play football?
Yeah, I used to play.
That motherfucker played left 5 guard.
But I didn't play in high school though. I played all the way up till high school, until I got to high school, and I changed up to basketball for pretty much full time. So I didn't play a lot of.
Did you just have a growth spurt?
I did. When I came to Carroll, I was about 5'11". I was playing on the freshman team at Carroll. I was about 5'11". Man.
Really?
Yeah. So by the end of my freshman year, I was 6'3". And so that year we were just talking. Carroll Holmes, he cut after Derrick and them left. He was a senior when my freshman year. Yeah. So after Derrick and them left, he got rid of all the seniors, the returning seniors, and he bought the freshman team up. Man, we took some lumps my sophomore year. Yeah. And when I came back my sophomore year, I was 6'7". So I grew 4 inches over that summer.
Dang. Wow.
And so when I came back, I was 6'7". He bought all the entire freshman team up, man. We started balling from there, man.
Oh man.
Yeah, man.
You was a good friend of mine and coached with me, William Liggins.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Will,
What's
man.
up, Lig?
Great guy.
Liz, man.
Real
That was my point guard, good friend, man.
Yeah.
Real good dude.
Yeah.
And he
Still
made the game real easy for me coming in.
Yeah.
And you know, when I look at, you know, we were talking earlier too, like the AAU team that we played on, when you know, we had traditional roles back then. Now today, you're gonna see somebody my height bringing the ball down court. I couldn't bring the ball down court. You know, if I try to dribble down the court, it's a get a ball to Liggins on when I played with Curt.
Shout out to Kareem.
You know? Right, man. So, but you don't see big man. You don't see a traditional big man anymore with their back to the basket, man.
Right.
I had to get the ball to Curt. I'm like, come on, man, I gotta get the ball to Curt, man. Let him bring the ball down court, man.
You got it back though.
I got it back. Curt took care of us, man. Curt took care of us, man. Probably on one of the best teams that I played on. I ain't gonna lie, that's probably.
That 15 that was tough, man.
Ooh, man.
Name some of them guys that we had though.
We had Rob Mustafa,
man.
Mike Vincent or Mike Tate, Ricardo Leonard,
Jay
Byers,
Henry
Henry Hall.
was Mob Deep.
It was just a crazy squad.
That was
Man.
Mob Deep.
Was Prodigy on that team? Havoc?
He was Mob Deep.
Producing that shit.
But actually, to be honest, like the team you're talking about, man, it was like no back then. It was like 100 guys that tried out for the team because we were actually we were representing the DMV.
That's how it used to be. One team.
Yeah, one
team
man.
area.
We took that one team, Slim.
Yeah.
And that was my experience. At first, I'm like, what the? I'm seeing these motherfuckers. I mean, it was like some real shit. You know what I'm saying? And then once we broke the team all the way down, and once that next day, when we had found like 12 guys or something like that, man, and I was in junior high. I ain't never seen
I didn't know that though, man. I didn't realize you were that young.
Yeah,
man.
I was young. I was younger than them guys. I said, man, what the like, I'm coming Kelly Miller, like, man, what the fuck? These dudes, you know, we the tallest motherfucker we see might be 6'4".
Right.
I go him, Gerard, or Ricardo, and I'm like, where these motherfuckers come from?
Gerard always been 6'11", man.
No bullshit, man. That was the first time I seen Ced. And I'm trying, this is no bullshit, man. When I seen that motherfucker in practice, man, this motherfucker was, he had niggas shooting from like way from the rim.
Hey,
I'm like, oh,
you know what, man? Curt, man, I think you went to, and you must have learned from that trick, because by the time I played, you went to Mackin. Curt, man, I used to get mad because this dude would come in
John Killer.
and just throw the ball up. That shit ain't going in, man.
man,
It would touch the ceiling. I'm sitting up there swiping at the ball, man.
Ed Lewis, I know he going
Man.
boom, you know what I'm saying?
After the fourth or fifth time he came to the bag, because he dropped like 50 on us, man. After the while, you saw him coming to the basket, I ain't even jumping no more, man. I couldn't stand that stuff, man.
But I knew him from back. I'm like, oh. Now, we never beat them motherfuckers not Mackin. This motherfucker's dominant. You know what I'm saying? There was no answer for St. Louis.
Yeah.
And that's real talk. You know what I'm saying? And that year you came out 87, right?
Yeah.
There was no answer in that Metro Conference with WCAC now.
Yeah.
Then it was Ced and Gerard, man, with no question of who the fuck going to this and that.
Don't forget about Big Perry Carter.
But see, I didn't get a chance to play against him. He came a year before you, right? That's 86.
Nah, we came out together. We were on the
Yeah.
we were on
86.
Capital Classes together,
He
man.
came out 86.
Yeah,
We
man.
were on the Capital Classes together, Curt.
he-
That's
I didn't-
why
I
He went to a prep school.
I didn't went to prep
He
school.
went
He
to
was a
Main
junior.
Central.
He was a junior.
Him and Mark Schumann came with Gonzaga
He
together.
went to Main Central.
I didn't play against Perry Carter that year.
All right, okay. So
Yeah,
he
he went to
transferred.
Main
He
Central.
okay,
He
he transferred.
went to Main Central and
Okay.
came back and
I didn't
played
know
in the
that.
Capital.
Okay,
That's
okay.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Then he
he
went to
was
Ohio
already
State.
gone.
Yeah, man.
But I was like, man, but I knew you from then. I was like, ain't no way we gonna go in that motherfucker. We not going on layups.
Right.
Cause he gonna just chase every fucking thing we do.
Man, yeah.
You know what I'm
Funny you
saying?
say that, man. Like you said, you never know how old he was.
Yeah.
You ain't never know he was that young.
Because we were on the same 15.
See, that's what these kids don't understand now. Basketball is basketball.
Yeah.
If you put that work in, it don't matter what age you are or what you're doing.
Yeah.
If you're younger, as long as you putting that work in
That's it.
and you have that talent, man, it's totally different, man. And these kids right now worried about, oh man, I can't play up.
It's all about reclassifying.
Yeah.
That's what they call it. I just call it. I don't want to repeat another year of school.
No, me
Either way, I'm
neither,
going to repeat the
man.
8th
That's how we
grade.
that's how we were. It's like, you know what I'm saying?
Trying to get out of high school,
Ain't no
man.
way.
And then it's hard for guys like us to sit on the panel and talk about it because it kind of think, oh, this back in the day, they still talking that. But it was just, that's the competitiveness that we had.
Yeah.
Back then, we wasn't even like, I ain't staying back to play no basketball. Now, on the flip side of
I
it,
ain't even want to red shirt.
for us, it was actually prep school was good. Then at least go to the 12th and do your thing, and then if you got, that's fine, and that's fine. You know what I'm saying? But man, the talent that time, and to piggyback on that team said, from me coming from Kelly Miller Junior High School, man, over in 49th Northeast, man, to never see no tall guys, man, like that on a consistent basis, and you walk in that joint with Cedric Lewis, Rob Mustard, Ricardo Leonard, and them guys, I'm looking like, man, I can't go wrong with them.
Yeah.
I mean, that shit to me was like advantage taking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With the shit we had in the perimeter, this motherfucker here, man, was. Man, I had to
Help side.
Help side.
Matter of fact, I mean, I see y'all just sprint down the court. We're going to go ahead and get the ball out. As soon as they drive to the basket, Curt like, all right.
that shit was like crazy for real. Like, I never seen no shit like that. And I'm like, what, 14 at the time, 13 or something?
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I ain't never seen no in that same gym.
It was some serious talent on that team. That's when, I think I started. That was my confidence year, man. I actually, playing with those guys, going against Gerard every day.
Yeah.
Y'all some battles too.
Yeah, we did, man. Gerard,
we don't talk. Yeah, y'all some battles. No bull, man.
Yeah, man. So just going against those guys, so that was a top talent in the city, man. Yeah. And to come out there and show out, Curt made the game easy, man. We just had some talent. Mike Vincent, just there was so much talent on that team, man. That it was just you build up your confidence. Like, okay, I'm on this top team, and we out here balling. We going to different places. We went to Princeton, man. I don't think anybody came close to beating us, man. I think we probably could have beat some colleges, man.
Yeah, we had a mob, Joe. No, Derrick, we had a mob. You know what I'm saying? And to piggyback on that, at the same time, and for me to be honest, it's an honor to have you guys on because I just found out, like, when we talked like an hour ago, that my brother and yourself played in the same shit at a particular time also in the GBA league. I never knew the whole time.
Yeah.
Albany Sharpshooters.
Yeah, and that's crazy though. You know what I'm saying? And the first thing Spencer, he said, don't lay that motherfucker up. He said, and from playing with Lonzo Mutombo to say that, he like, man, shit, that motherfucker there.
But you know what though, the thing about that, Curt, is that with Alonzo and Mutombo, it's expected that you're gonna get your shot blocked. Derrick's 6'7", man.
Yeah.
Derrick's 6'7", so it's like, all right, you ain't gonna get it,
Like I said, you got 7 footers. They know 7 footers gonna block your shot. That's all I had. Like I said, I started out when I got to Merle, and I had a
all-time shot block, right?
all-time shot block. He got the single season though.
That's right. I tore that one up.
Now, who got the single game joint?
We tied up, man.
I think it
We
might be tied,
tied up. We both got 12. We both got 12 one year, man.
Okay.
But I think at this running, I think I had the only reason I got that 12 that game, that was out of necessity, man. We lost to the year before. We lost to Coppin State with Larry Stewart, Reggie Isaac.
Larry Stewart.
Al, what's up, Al? Clark, my man.
Yeah, so it was a squad. I mean, we lost to them. So the next year we were playing against your boy Gary. Gary Alexander in South Florida. Yeah. And man, they were
Gary Alexander, that's my teammate.
Man, they were going us out. They were going us out.
He dunking that motherfucker every time, man. Yeah. Gary Alexander dunking that motherfucker every time.
He was kind of hurt, so he didn't dunk on us, man.
He's not there. He wasn't dunking on them.
He hit you with that spin move, and that's what he got. That spin move baseline, too. They put that bitch in the rims, y'all. I played with Turkey. I already know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Gary's some horse, man.
Hey, look, and with you, Derrick, like, obviously I played against you a lot of years in Europe, right? Derrick shit is like, he don't go for no pump fakes. Fuck all that. He just
Too tired, man. Too tired.
It's just like, that shit, Joe, it's funny because, again, disadvantage being a little shorter. But, Joe, you wasn't going for no head fake, none of that shit. My little up and unders and all that, you get all that shit up out of there.
Like I said, I had to do something. When I got to Maryland, you had Adrian Branch on this wing and Lynn Biles on this wing. So it wasn't no shots.
Wow.
Yeah.
Keith get the ball up, he wasn't getting it back, and it wasn't going anywhere else. It was going to be one of them shooting.
Yeah.
And for me to get on the floor, I had to play defense. I played center. Adrian was 6'9".
Brad Daugherty.
Oh man, I took some. Yeah, I was giving up 70 pounds every night, 70, 80 pounds. But I want to get on the floor. It's about defense and blocking shots. That got me on the floor.
Yeah.
Scoring wasn't gonna get me on the floor because we had Lenny and Adrian, Jeff Atkins, Jeff Baxter was there.
Yeah.
We had guys to score, and I was a freshman, and that was only Terry Long was the other big guy. That guy named Brian Palmer.
Yeah, Terry Long.
Hey, Dirk, how many motherfucking sets of uniforms y'all had that year?
Always had 4, man.
Hey, Joe, them
I never wore the black ones.
Hey,
I love the
like-
black ones though, man.
You know, I see
black and gold.
as a kid growing up, Joe Merlin, I'm like, hold on, what they wearing today?
And they got on the Air Force One.
So that was so before you came. Right, so before he came, so before you came to the school, that's when they had the black and gold joints when they won the ACC tournament, right?
Yeah, they had.
So,
we had the next year.
They stayed in the suite. I'm like, man,
We still only have a big game. We had the black ones. We won when we played Duke. Won the
Black
road.
Zones was
So
sweet.
you won the ACC tournament your freshman year, right?
They won the year before I got there.
Oh,
And
okay.
they had Ben Coleman.
Ben
Oh
Coleman,
man, yeah, they got my big Ben, man. Shout out to Ben too, man.
Yeah.
Tell us what it was like playing with a guy like Lynn Biles.
No
Do
bullshit.
everyday practice, habits,
Man.
things of that nature, man.
I can tell you this. First of all, a competitor, he's going to compete.
That everything.
Because he wanted to prove who he was. It was a lot of got a lot of accolades, a lot of people talking. Is he going to be a top 5 draft pick, whatever? He has something to prove every day. Now we went at it because I was taught, Carol Holmes always telling me if you practice hard, you're gonna play. So you don't go into practice and just go have speed. So you want to practice like it's a game.
That's right.
So we always went at lefty with separators because one, if we put the starters together on the same team, other guys number one he's gonna score, and wouldn't know why he's gonna score because we block everything coming inside. But to compete against him every day, man, and he made it tough. He made me better at that position while I was there. And again, a competitor, him and I was back to him. I compared him to Michael Jordan. When I got drafted by the Bulls. Two guys didn't give you an inch. They act like it was a game, like the TV cameras were there.
Right.
And if you didn't go hard, you got embarrassed.
So you played against two of the best people.
Ain't no bullshit. I'm listening to Sam's like that, you go from Lenny Biles, then you motherfucking Jordan.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like some.
Man, if you had to put them on because everybody always say, what if Lenny would have, what if Lenny? But competitive wise, man, who do you think was more competitive, man? Because Michael Jordan don't like to lose or nothing. Like he don't even want to lose the checkers.
He didn't want to lose.
Hey, Dirk, keep the shit real.
A shoe time
Yeah,
contest.
keep the shit real. He said shoot.
You can't, hey, Rook, you can call me Rook or Mr. Merlin. And I wasn't there long. I was there for the preseason. I played all the preseason games because I was playing the 2. I went from Merlin playing the 4 and the 5 to playing the 2 in Chicago. And back then, coaches back then didn't teach big guys how to handle the ball. Like say a while ago, you get a rebound, get a ball up. You can't dribble. You're not allowed to dribble. I get to Chicago and now all of a sudden I got to dribble. I got to play the 2. I'm like the 2. You learn all the plays for the 2 spot because that's the position you're gonna play. I'm looking at the playbook like, man, I'm not a 2. Got to practice. What's up, Mr. Merlin? Call Mr. Merlin, or
That's a Jordan
rookie.
call.
Yeah, rookie. And something as simple as who could tie that shooter fastest. He didn't even let you win. The first preseason road trip, got me again. We flew commercial. We didn't fly. We didn't have the private plane. We get on the plane. You put your bags on. Everybody's bag had a number on it. Had their number. So we on the plane, and he said, I bet you we got meal money every road trip.
Right.
It was
Better
funny.
do bag come out first.
Yeah. Who bag come out first? Who bag come out first?
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't. What's the odds of him winning?
Yeah.
They put the bags out. Here come his bag. His bag come out first. I said, okay, all right. So we get you. That was our first road trip was to Milwaukee. Next road trip we went to Phoenix. I said, I got him this time. Next time, my meal money line. His bag come out fresh. So I'm getting a little bit mad, irritated now. I said, what the hell going on? Then Horace Grant, I played against Horace Grant at Clemson. Horace Grant, he said, come here, he said, Derrick. He said he just paying a luggage guy to put his bag on. So now I'm out of he only got me twice. He got Wilbur do 5 or 6 times.
He probably still getting Wilbur.
I know, I'm about $300.
And Bill Cartwright.
Bill Cartwright.
Yeah, Bill Cartwright. You gotta get donuts in the morning and newspaper. Donut holes. He wanted donut holes in the morning. I said, what's a donut hole? I just said the Munchkins. 5 o'clock. Donut holes in the newspaper.
That's funny.
On the road, man.
That is wild.
Yeah, I remember Curl played freshman. The day before, I had like 35 at St. John's, right? So said in the office with Curl Holmes, man, I see Lou Connor second. And they're talking to Sid, right? I'm like, man, they might be up here for me, man. I'm gonna walk in there. Holmes like, man, get out of here. Get out of here.
Get your
So what made you choose him?
I visited University of Michigan. I love Michigan. They had Antoine Joubert. They had their own apartments.
Gary
Was
Grant.
Grant there?
Gary
Grant.
You could go anywhere. Well, I probably shouldn't be saying all this, but
Say what the fuck you want to say?
you could go anywhere.
Statute of limitations over.
You could go anywhere on campus or near campus in a restaurant, eat whatever you want, or what you want. Bring your friends with you. So that was cool.
That was a great visit.
Oh yeah, that was a great visit right there. University of Virginia.
My bad, John.
I went to University of Virginia. The guys down there were driving Toyota Supers.
Oh man, not the super.
5 or 6 of them.
Damn, Richmond University?
University of Virginia.
Oh, that was
UVA.
Yeah.
Terry Hall.
Terry Hall was a coach.
Man.
Shout out to Ralph Sampson for getting it started.
Odell Wilson.
Odell Wilson.
Still that grant money.
Ricky Stokes.
Rick Carlisle was with him too, right?
Rick
Carlisle.
Rick Carlisle was on that mob too.
Odin Polonese.
Odin Polonese.
Odin Polonese. And then he used to say, get that shit.
Give me that shit. Give me that shit.
Where I got it from.
Then he said, give me that shit.
He got him back.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
He got it.
I was like, all them games, Joe. I had the Georgia Tech game. He dropped 35.
Yeah, he was
UNLV joint.
We ran one play the whole game.
Pepperdine. He was crushing Pepperdine in the motherfucking turn.
So you visited Michigan, Virginia.
I went to Villanova. I visited University of Villanova. They won a championship that year.
Yeah.
I didn't go there because they had Ed Pinckney. They had Dwayne McClain.
Yeah.
Okay.
They had a lot of people. The other school I visited was Michigan, Villanova, of course Maryland. I wanted to go to North Carolina, but when I talked to Dean Smith, he said, Derrick said you're gonna have to sit on the bench for 2 years because we got Michael Jordan down here, and he's gonna play.
Yeah.
I had to sit till my junior year basically. He told me about the bench, so I didn't even look at it anymore.
Well, at least he was honest.
Yeah, I mean, he was.
He bring you in there and just be
They
frustrated.
get beat down by him anyway.
Jordan ended up leaving, right?
Then he ended up leaving.
Jordan ended up leaving before you got
Then
there.
I go to Maryland, he ends up leaving. He ends up
Yeah.
leaving before I even got there.
Yeah.
But I went to Maryland because they graduated 4 guys in front court that year.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, let's keep it real. I saw Brian Palmer was one big guy was there. I can go play right now in front of Brian Palmer.
You average like 30, 31 minutes a game. You probably average about that much freshman year, right? About 30, 31.
Nah, you averaged over 30 your whole
Just
freshman
playing more.
year.
Yeah, I was probably playing more than that.
You did not start 3 games. That was
Yeah,
your
freshman
freshman
game.
year. After that, you started every
You
game.
average 31 minutes a game.
Yeah.
So,
That's tough.
so were you recruited as a 3 or what, man? What
I was
position?
recruited as a 3. Bob Wade let me play the 3 a little bit my senior year.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, not Carol Holmes Boothby let me play outside a little bit my senior year.
Yeah.
I still wasn't a 3. I wasn't a polished 3. I was still a 4 or 5, a shot blocker, defensive player. Throw some elbows. That's what I did.
I know about the elbows, bro. Can I interject 1 second real quick?
It's my fault,
Yeah,
man. It's my fault.
Yeah, you apologize. Man. God damn, man. Real quick, y'all. Real quick.
What is that?
Nah, I'm just saying. You don't man. No blue. This dude's crazy. But no, I'm saying we overseas, man. And we had the same agent. And we hooked up before the families. We boom, boom, boom. Shout out to man. Yo, check it out. This is like the dude. Boom, 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 boom. We going to game, Joe. Off the break. I got one to hit, Joe. I know I had to have a fucking concussion or something, Joe. I said, damn, that's my man, Joe. All right, go ahead. Back to the eye.
That's what real shot block.
Yeah. Motherfucker, he rung my bill. You woke me up, no dog. Oh, man. I was ready, motherfucker, rock that day. After that fucking blow, I was ready.
And we can find that 20 blocks. We can't find your shit. That's just that. We can't
JB
Our PG Journal.
Yeah.
So, say, what was your
recruitment like?
Man, honestly, man.
Man, Sad was getting
tell the truth,
Sad how majors coming to him and you gave trial practice. That nigga was 15. Yes.
You know what, man?
Man, Moses be like, hey, man, you gotta go up to this office.
They just come see that.
People up there, man, you gotta sit out of class.
That nigga was incredible.
But honestly, man, I was the only other school. I was going to Maryland basketball camp. I used to go to Maryland basketball camp when I was in 8th grade, man. So back then, lefties started recruiting. Yeah. Back in 8th grade, so man, I felt. Everybody thought I followed Derrick up in Maryland.
You committed what I did.
Yeah.
At the kitchen table. Tell her right now. Tell her right now.
You're right, man.
The bag forward. The bag,
yeah. So lefties was recruiting me back in 8th grade, man. And so I'd always have Maryland in my sights because I fell in love with the school, the program, all that stuff. But what's up, Dennis? And but I fell in love with Maryland back then. Yeah. The only other place I really considered going to, I visited Wake Forest. So I almost went to Wake.
Oh, okay.
With Bob Stack.
Bob
Stack was cool people, man.
You made a good choice. You made a great choice.
Yeah, I was glad I went to Maryland, man. I'm glad to
in the 9th grade, when Lefty came to recruit me in my senior year, we all sit at the table. Right before Lefty left, Sid held up his cup of milk. He said, I'll be in Maryland in 4 years. Yeah, he knows how it happened.
I ain't gonna lie, if Lefty was still there, he would have had this whole city locked down.
No bullshit.
Oh my God.
We like Maryland, though, right?
Yeah.
What?
Shit, I was going to Maryland. Shit, I was going to Maryland. I love that.
He made you want to come.
Yeah, he did,
And
man.
Lynn Byers.
Yeah.
Shit, I want to go because Lenny went to that motherfucker.
But I ain't gonna say that, man. But it seems like, man, bro, like you said, Maryland was a place to go back there. Everybody wanted to go there. That or Georgetown.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I went to
the locals, man.
And I visited Georgetown too, man. I went to Georgetown. I took an unofficial visit to Georgetown.
How the hell you in the Georgia Tech, Dennis? We need to know that. We gonna holler at you. We gonna holler at you on this red cup one day, boy.
Rufus Chris.
Yeah, we gonna holler at you, boy.
You're wrong for that.
Yeah, you wrong for that. Now here's my man 3D. Holler at me, boy.
Rufus Chris Steakhouse.
John Thompson told me. He said, all right. He said, you know what? And this is an unofficial visit, man. First place I went to, he said, all right, man, he said, we'll offer you a scholarship. We'll give you a 4-year scholarship if you commit today. And that was the first place I visited, man. It was an unofficial visit. Yeah. And since I didn't commit, he stopped recruiting me, man. I didn't get recruited no more by Georgetown.
I was about to ask you, the Georgetown,
I didn't, I was recruited by them, but we never did a home visit with Georgetown.
Oh, okay.
I never did a home visit with them. I had a lot of home visits. Gary Williams came to the house.
He was at Boston College.
Boston College. We had a lot, but Krzyzewski.
That's right, D. Scott.
He's never going to Georgetown. He said what? D. Scott said he was never going to Georgetown.
Hey, D. Scott, that's terrible, man.
Hey, tell D. Scott players only.
Yeah, players only, man.
Because they won the championship your senior year, right? Your senior high school, Georgetown won the championship.
84. Michael Graham.
Yeah, 84, yeah. That was your senior year, yeah.
The senior high school, right?
84 was John Thompson.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
about. John Thompson.
Yeah.
Tyrone Jones from Dunbar.
No, we was talking about College.
No, I'm talking the class. The class. He came out.
Oh, yeah.
I'm saying he must have been 84.
Wally Lancaster.
Man, booted me something. Yeah, man, booted me some of that early. I just couldn't
Wally
think of it.
Lancaster can get a buck.
Yes,
Yeah,
indeed.
good, man.
Kenny Saunders.
Oh, man.
Mr. Gohard.
My homie.
Carlson
My
Valentine
homie.
came out your year, right? Or no?
Yeah, he came out.
Lincoln Heights.
My homie,
My
man.
God, man.
John Thompson third.
John Johnson Thursday,
First team
Gonzaga.
up. First team up.
Yeah, Gonzaga,
Yeah,
yeah.
first team up.
Man, it used to be thick back then. I don't know what it's like now, man. I kind of dropped off of high school basketball, man. But back
It
then,
ain't like back then.
man, I'm telling you, man, it was so
It was like
competitive.
the
When I-
ACC is now.
yeah, when I came out, it was
Never a night off, man.
Yeah, never,
Never a
man.
night off.
We had Anthony Tucker, man, Ted Jeffries. It was a whole bunch of guys that
Shout
came
out
out.
to TJ, man. My motherfucking homie.
TJ.
And it was a bunch of guys coming out. His year was just crazy with, like you said, Valentine, then
Stretch.
Fred Catherine.
Stretch, Tyrone Jones.
Yeah, Tyrone Jones.
Yeah.
It was so thick, man.
Big shout out to McKinley though. That senior year, Big Sid and them went down there. Sid had about
Oh, yeah.
15 blocks. Man, against Tucker and what's my name? What's the other dude's name, man, from the Dominican?
Julio Rey.
Yeah, man, Sid had 15 blocks. They thought Curl was gonna get blown out, man. Sid had 15
Man,
blocks.
we had to get tucked that day, man. We had to get tucked,
man.
It was crazy with this nigga. I'm trying.
Aaron Jordan put on the show that day.
I am not exaggerating when it comes to shot blocking, man.
Nah, man, I'm a witness.
But you know what, man? Blocking shots is crazy, man. A lot of it was deception. Man. We, if we run it, say we coming down same time on a fast break, I already got you time by the time you get to half court, I already got you time. So I'll pull up, act like I'm slowing up a little bit, and then like, okay, I got him beat. And then as soon as you lay it up, we got you. We'll close in on it, man. That's half of the blocks we got right there was just basically deception, man.
Who you learn that from?
If you go back and watch tape of him, you'll see it. Just watch a fast break with him running with somebody. He'll slow down. I'm like, okay, let me see. And then, knowing what hand they are to avoid the foul, because if you're right-handed, I'm going to run behind you and get it. You know what I'm saying? So it was just an art form that I learned from him, man.
But shot blocking come with a lot of IQ, basketball IQ too, man.
Did y'all actually study, like, your opponent as far as, like, guards that come through the lane, knowing when they going to just do what, or you just natural, y'all just natural at it?
I think a lot of it was, for me, was natural, but then it's, a lot of timing. But like I said, I had a blueprint. I learned from him, just watching him,
I
man.
tell you this, early on, it was just, like I said, it was timing. It was really knowing how to do it. But as I got older and playing overseas, like JB and others, I watched a lot of video.
Right, I'm saying studying,
Yeah, and that's when it's more prevalent then because, early on, we watched the video of Merlin, but it wasn't as prevalent as it is now. People can get, you can go on certain video systems and send certain highlights to this player and it's 5 highlights of this guy. And
Right.
So it helped a lot later, plus I was getting older, and you don't want to jump after everything and not get it.
Yeah.
But video later on played a big role for me.
And then too, we know, like, I know how you shot, where you like to release the ball at too, man. And by the way, what's up, Golf? You just text me up, man. Garfield Smith from Maryland, man. But yeah, so but it was knowing how you shoot, where you're gonna release the ball at. A lot of people will shoot behind the head, believe it or not, man, or have a low release. So it was easy to just kind of pick that stuff out, man.
Yeah. You using the bullets for a little bit.
I had a brief stint with them, man. I had just come back from Germany. I'm playing with Keith Gatlin. And
shout out to Keith Gatlin.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so man, that was one of
my favorite point guards.
And man. And so
very underrated.
I came back.
He's still coaching.
Is he right there? He's in Greensboro. He's in Greensboro, man.
Okay.
So, but I played with Keith, man. I came back from, and matter of fact, now Dennis out there watching, I came back from Germany, and the Bullets picked me up they gave me a 10-day. First game we played against Orlando Magic and Shaq. I called Derrick up. I'm like, yo, man, what I got to do against Shaq? So I got in at the end of the game, But I got in, and Dennis Scott and Shaq on the bench laughing at me because I don't have a name on the back of my jersey. So they on the sideline, man. I'm like, all right, that was okay. So, but yeah, so I had a good little brief stint with them, man.
Who's on the team with you?
Man, it was wild, man.
Anthony Tucker that year? That's the year before.
No. Tucker was way. I don't know when Tucker came in, but this was after.
Right?
This was 95,
95, 96.
95.
That's the year I saw you in Philly. I'm trying to think when I was in Cambridge.
Yeah. I was on my way down then, but when I played there, man, I had on the bench. I came in to replace George Mearson.
Yeah.
They had so sitting on the bench beside me. I had Rasheed Wallace, Chris Webber, Robert Pack. Man, all of them were in street clothes. Everybody was hurt, man. So, you know, I'm sitting on the bench with all these guys. Like, God, damn, man. So, you know, I come in and replace George Mearson. McElwain was there. Jim McElwain.
He got that bag too.
Yeah. That was Juwan's breakup.
That's when Juwan was getting buckets.
McElwain robbed them.
Nah, Mitchell Butler there on that woman. I don't think Mitchell Butler was there. That was Juwan's crazy. Liddell Eccles was there, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, Liddell used to get some buckets.
Was Chris Whitney?
Whitney was there.
Yeah,
Whitney
was
there. Yeah.
Whitney was there. That might have been the year. Yeah, Whitney
95.
96.
Jim, what's my guys on TV, man? Tim Legler.
So that'd be 96.
Brent Price?
Yeah.
It was 95, 96.
It was 95, 96.
Brent Price?
I remember that, yeah.
Brent Price might, I think Brent Price might have been in street clothes, man. So I'm
Brent
saying
Price was street clothes.
It was
7 years.
Street clothes, man. So
I wish we had one and all days was out back then. Get that nigga some sweatsuits and everything. That motherfucker ain't never put a goddamn. That nigga was in practice. When we was in camp with Chuck and us.
Yeah.
That motherfucker in practice now. One day, just like, what's his injury? Like, what's wrong with him? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is wrong with him?
Man.
I couldn't wait to play against this motherfucker. Like, what the fuck is wrong with him? Yeah. That motherfucker just chilling like,
You get hurt.
Nigga, you heard of what? What's wrong with him?
Cash in that shit too.
Yeah, no bullshit.
Yeah, man.
But a lot, that's good that everybody don't get them experiences, man. You know what I'm saying? Just to get on that platform.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just to get on that platform, man.
Man, it was definitely a blessing to be able to do it, man. I'm not gonna lie about that, but I had a ball doing it, man. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Doing something that you enjoy.
Damn near 600 blocks later between the two of y'all, but goddamn,
That's crazy, John.
that's some wild shit.
Yeah,
y'all like what, like 580 or some shit, 590 or some shit.
That's some crazy ass shit.
I'm like looking at this shit, Joe, and I'm like, damn, y'all, like no real shit,
There
man.
hasn't really
Like,
been any shit. We talking about this. There haven't been a lot of shot blockers that come through DC since.
But it's not your focus.
The Lewis brothers,
Y'all dominated that. When
dominated the whole coast.
dominate that shit though, like dominate that shit.
Derrick, are you the leading shot blocker in Maryland history?
Yeah, bro.
yes, indeed.
Yeah. And you right.
I got the single season.
Yeah,
I don't know if I'm
You
second.
averaged
Probably second.
5.1.
Yeah, that's my senior year. I had 100.
How do you average 5 blocks in one season?
Yeah.
I was ahead of the shot. I was second in the nation, but behind Sean Bradley. But I was ahead of Shaq. So it was like Sean Bradley had 5.3, I had 5.1, Shaq had 5.
Yeah.
Per game.
Per game, man.
That's
And that 4-4
Yeah,
was that? What was that rank in
I was
the?
behind. I think it was Sean Bradley.
Yeah.
Sean Bradley led my year too.
Okay.
Yeah, he was in school then. So I was behind Sean Bradley. I think he was at 5.3 or something like that.
He was at 4.4.
UIU.
He was what? 145 inches tall.
How many years did you play professional basketball, bro?
I did 16 years.
Time,
16 years in France.
16
Wow.
fucking years, dog. This is my dude right here.
Yeah,
Survival
man.
God. Survival.
You did, after
got that shit.
I do.
After the Bulls camp, you didn't try the NBA anymore.
You know what? I didn't go back because when I went to France, I was making more money in France.
Yeah.
It was tax free. I kept saying I'm gonna do one more year.
And the bag kept
In the
getting
bag.
baggier. Bag kept getting
I
baggier.
said one more year, and then I come back. I went to Lakers camp
Yeah.
after my first year in France.
Okay.
They also offered me a partial guarantee,
Yep.
and like man, partial guarantee, and I got the whole
Sure
contract
money.
over here. And
Yeah.
I went back to France.
That's a good thing you
Hell
said.
yeah.
though. I don't mean to cut you off, but
Yeah.
a lot of motherfuckers don't know.
Understand that, yeah.
Just getting into NBA camp, it actually increase
Your
your
value,
shit.
yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's why I went to all them different
You ain't,
games.
yo,
Hell yeah.
back in them days,
Yeah.
when you got that on your resume, I was at Cedric Campus overseas. Oh yeah, okay, boom, we can get this.
Did you become a French citizen?
I did after, I think it was 95, 96.
You got more money.
Got more money,
Yep.
a little bit less pressure.
He had a job for life. My boy Derrick had a job for fucking
Because,
life,
you know,
buddy.
you go over there as American, man,
Great,
they cut
man.
you. They cut you. Right
Yeah,
away.
they blame all the losses
Yeah,
on you.
that's right. When you lose a game, you better have your stats.
How many years you play?
More money, more
I
gold.
did 8 years over there, man.
Okay.
And no, I'm sorry. Yeah, about 7 or 8 years over there, man. I came back, played with the Bullets, and I gave it another shot. You know, I did the CBA. Then I ran into UJB, man. I was,
It was in the 60s.
man, knees were breaking down at that point, man. I was breaking down at that point,
How many camps you do?
I did like 4. I did Atlanta,
So you
Minnesota, Philly
a
twice.
young JB and a young Sid Lewis.
It was a young JB, a little bit
No,
younger than me,
no,
man.
you're not listening to what I'm saying. A young JB and a young Sid Lewis would be the outcome.
Man, I mean, you know what, man?
Don't start it. Say, stop this bullshit.
I'm telling you,
Stop
man.
this bullshit. Don't come with this old I'm bullshit. A young JB and a young Sid Lewis, what's the outcome? Then keep it real. Bartender.
No, JB, you know, it's funny, man.
Man, why you
man.
This shit ain't, it's a question. A young Sid Lewis, young JB.
I know JB gonna say him, I'm gonna say me. That's how it's gonna be, man. No, I don't care.
What?
If it's me and Michael Jordan, I would be Michael Jordan.
Yeah, what?
I'm just hey,
A young Sid Lewis, young JB.
I'm gonna say me, whoever it is, man.
Okay.
That's just how it is. Now, I know JB. I'll be upset with this guy if he say yeah, say it, get me. You know what I'm saying? I'll be upset with JB, man.
But you got some gold, like, and they couldn't fuck with me. Some shit like that. You know, you gotta say.
Ernie Johnson over there starting shit. Hey, y'all see Ernie Johnson over there fucking starting shit.
What
That's
camps
what
you
Ernie
do?
do.
What camps
Hey,
you do?
hey,
I did
Curt,
Philly twice,
You know
Minnesota,
what
and
I'm saying? That's
Atlanta.
what Ernie do, you know?
you gonna have us out in the backyard pulling muscles.
So wait, y'all was in Philly camp together?
Yeah, man. Yeah. So
That's
What year
crazy.
was that?
that was
I don't
like
remember
a
what that was probably, I don't know if that was my first year going there or my second year. I can't
I didn't
remember.
realize you were that younger than me too, man. You went to Largo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, see?
Wow.
Yeah, so I was on my way out by the time he got there, man. Knees were starting to hurt, break down and stuff, man. So, but JB, he outran me that day. He just ran up and down the
I was
road.
gazelle, Joe. You know I was a gazelle.
Derrick,
I played against Derrick 5 years, yo. I played against 5
He did
years.
to me.
We used to battle for real.
Yeah,
Malcolm
man.
battle. We used to battle.
Let me ask you this. I know you played. Y'all ever get on that flight or that bus and they had the food, you know, in NBA? They had the food in the front. And you had to walk past that food because the vets had it in the front. You ever seen any rookies touch that food, man? That's what happened. Beat down in the hotel.
Hey, Curt, they had you carrying bags in the Bullets camp,
I
man?
ain't carrying shit. That's probably why they cut me. Fuck y'all. Get your own shit, bro.
Hey, who's the camp we were at, man? Because
It was Miami Tucker with the local guys. We had Scott Skiles, Don McClain, Tom Gugliotta,
Oh, Kyle.
Calvin Chaney, Brian Oliver,
Yeah.
Duckworth, who just showed up. Just showed up with his
Hamburger.
Muffin samples on Michael Payne. Brent Price never dressed up. You know what I'm
Was
saying?
Mark Price there? Mark Price?
No, Brent.
Oh, Mark went there. Okay.
Mitchell Butler was there.
Liddell Eccles?
Tim
Evans wasn't there.
Legler there.
Legley
Nah,
was there.
Leg went out with
No,
that.
Levin wasn't there. It was pretty much them guys that I can remember. You know what I'm saying?
Tim was there.
Nah, the names I can remember, I just named, but it was some nice guys. You know, and Lyman was cool, but
Jim Lyman.
Jim Lyman was cool.
Philly,
But
that's my man.
the team was already set. You know what I'm saying? Like boom.
Yeah.
It was like, you know, as you get older, you understand. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was probably just a crash dummy. Like,
You had a bad age.
I ain't gonna say I had a bad agent.
Shout out to Glenn Smith.
No, they was cool. No,
Shout out to Glenn.
I wouldn't put I'm not gonna throw.
No, when they got all that guaranteed money, what can you do?
I'm not gonna throw Lynn and one of them on the bus because It was
Good
business.
experience.
It was
Right,
business. You know what I'm saying?
That's a great
If I knew the
experience,
business
though.
at the time, I would have went to Indiana.
Yeah.
I got caught up in trying to stay home. So I'm not going to throw Lynn and Mike Brown under the bus because that wasn't it wasn't them. You know what I'm saying? And I know that from my heart. Once I learned the business,
Yeah.
they had nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? It was just the fact that me personally, I made the decision.
Right.
When John Nash came to me, just from me going to working out with them early, me and Sam, but said we going there every day, just get some rec. I'm getting prepared to go to Indiana camp. Just staying home, like boom, and just get some rec and get some professionals. Sam getting ready, he going back to his, where he was at. Yeah. So Lynn and them didn't make the decision for me. I made the decision. So I yeah, me and Tuck was roommates in camp. So I'm not gonna ever in my life throw Lynn and them or them in the best. No bad agents. I didn't know the business at the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ran into a situation where it was guaranteed money with Scott Scouts, guaranteed money with Brent Price.
Right.
I didn't know the business
yeah.
at the time. You know what I'm saying? That Doug Overton.
You just think you
them type of guys. I outplayed all of them.
Right, you
I
just
know
want
for sure.
Right, you just thought you got to play.
I was like, but my whole thing, I'm representing my city. I want to play at home.
Yeah.
Always grew up as a Bullets fan. You know something? This is what I want. And then the thing about it, the funny part about it was, and I thought about that same year, like months later, they picked Webber and them up, and Juwan was holding out that year. So in my mind, I'm like, damn, if I'm in the camp with them, it'd have been better for me. I'm just coming through my arms and doing my thing. So it just didn't happen like that. You know what I'm saying? So, and this is a message to the kids and these so-called agents now. Go where it's best for you when you know that business.
Yep.
Right. Don't go with where you I'm a fan of that team. Shit is a business. It was a caught up situation where I got caught up in this level in the Bullets.
Yeah.
Plenty of opportunities. You know what I'm saying? And the funny part about it, that made me understand that shit years later, when you look back on it, the very next year, that's when Indiana ended up drafting Travis Best. They wanted a small guy. You know, you get what I'm saying? Yeah. I didn't know the business at the time. You see what I'm saying? Right. Just got caught up in that. You know what I'm saying?
At the same time, you had a great experience to a lot of
No experience in that shit. It's incredible, and we all can talk about that. That's crazy.
One thing I would say to chime in on that, I think like
new money.
Yeah.
Yo, this is back. It was like $175 a day. So I'm eating Fridays and shit. I'm like, I'm eating Fridays.
We didn't have days. You ain't eating shit 'cause you tired. You going 2 a day. You going in the room. You chilling. You like fuck. I'm done.
You got money.
You know salary from the hotel or some shit.
I want to chime on the agent team, on the agent tip. You know, I just remember like in terms of trying to choose an agent too, it was almost like choosing a school. And I remember my coach sitting down, I'm having different dudes coming at me at all kind of different angles. And I didn't know nothing about none of that shit. And I used to geek seeing the little letter from Lakers and shit, all the different. I was like, damn, Joe, I might get drafted out this bitch. Like I'm thinking like that, right? Yeah. But when we sat down, at least for me, at least with Glenn, and I always got to give Glenn big ups. We all had the same agent, but like with Glenn, he was a little bit smaller, a little more boutique, but he had the range of the league and Europe, and I always knew that was the option. I wanted to be in the league, so he could set me up for that. But if it didn't work out, I knew my shit. I could still go get my money. Right. And he was plugged in with a rack of dudes overseas. So for me, it worked out for me. I lucked out. But
I was his first client.
You was his first fucking client. That's wild.
When he left the company he was with.
That's right. He was with I forget the name. Advantage, Disadvantage, whatever. Who was he with?
So you was in Minnesota with KG?
Advantage or disadvantage?
How was that?
That shit was crazy, bro. It was
Sam Mitchell.
Yeah.
Sam Mitchell, huh?
Hey,
it was. What I don't even know what I said.
Advantage or disadvantage?
No, we used to call it disadvantage. That was Joe. No, my bad. No disrespect, Joe. They had to argue. That shit came up. Disadvantage. Advantage was called disadvantage because they take your fucking money. No, real shit, man. I'm talking real shit though. You talking about really agent shit?
Yeah.
Like you had to have a dude that's really educated on it. That can kind of guide you. So you said you took Glenn, you took him on a flyer.
Yeah, he was
starting up his own
he
shit.
Just left. I was the very first client he had.
Was he out in Bluebell then? Was he out in Bluebell, PA? What was he at then?
He was still in PA.
Okay.
And I just remember, he came to me and said, "Look, I'm going to leave the company I'm with. I want to start my own, my own agency group." And he said, I want you to come with me, be my first client.
Merle Scott.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro.
Man,
Yeah.
Merle was the fucking
Merle Scott.
man.
Yeah.
He's been on my games, yo.
Yeah.
So I already felt kind of almost obligated a little bit. You know how like the people that show
Yeah.
you love, they come to all the Villanova games. So when I sat down with them, I was like, that's the brother. He worked with him. Oh shit.
Yeah.
I started fucking with them off the
He
break.
worked hard for me, man. He got me a shoe deal with a company called Caper.
I remember that.
Kaepa.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to him, but he got me shoes. So I went, they were black and red, fit right in with
Nas C.
Chicago.
You
I was
still
Chicago.
got some?
Oh,
You still got it, man?
Man, his foot hit that came out of the joints, man.
New company, Caper. But I was like, yeah, I got shoe deal. I got shoes. But he was a good guy, man. All he just not like that.
No.
He
was a personal friend, Joe. Like still
Absolutely.
to this day.
Yeah, he does. He sent me happy birthday.
Always shout you on your birthday and everything.
Yep, every time.
That's my dude, man. Good shit, man. By the way, can you tell these dudes about what happened when I hit that game winner on y'all?
No,
Can you
I
I
started leaving. I saw you coming in. First of all, you should have
Didn't we have you on as a guest before? Fuck you keep talking. God damn. Oh, you get some shit you ain't say. And then you gotta keep going.
No, I'm just.
Filling over now.
Y'all always want to talk about this. Is what it is. They all listen. If y'all watch the show, right? They always talk shit, right? You know what I mean?
How we gonna do that?
They talk shit, and then fucking DC Rick, his little WWW, he can't find his little shit fucked up a little bit. So we're gonna give you some real shit from a real motherfucker that's all we play.
I can't find what's not good.
And stuff that in your little stat book.
I can't
That's
find
what you do.
what's not
Yeah,
good.
go find that
so you
shit.
need revocation from people.
Yeah, go find that shit. Motherfucking names, Bill Cartwright. Yeah, find that shit.
What are we looking for?
Nah,
17 blocks.
17 blocks. They don't believe I had 17 blocks in a game against Bladesburg.
I wouldn't believe that shit either. I ain't block no 17. So you James Lewis. You got Dirk Lewis, and you James Lewis.
I thought you said 17 blocks get cancer.
Hey, we got James Lewis in this motherfucker. That sounds like a boxer name. Like you boxers.
JB Lewis. JB Lewis.
No, that's no. I'm just saying, you cool, man. You
it's all
good.
right.
You good, man.
The game went on, yeah.
Yeah, he didn't shoot a 3 all year that year. That was your first and only 3 of the season.
That's right.
I'm saying, they running the play. We know, and Matt Rowe wasn't there yet.
Matt Rowe. Shout out to Matt Rowe.
Matt Rowe played.
Ooh, white boy. Love him, man.
They're gonna run the play, and I'm sure you were supposed to swing the ball. I'm sure you would have. He want to shoot the 3 now.
Right.
He gonna shoot it. I'm like, I don't even worry about it. I ain't gonna rebound. That's up in the net. Bomb in the net. I said, man, ain't this
Lucky mother.
lost bonus money and everything on that game too.
Yeah, that bonus money mean that bonus money mean over there now.
He know he's supposed to swing the ball. He's supposed to
Yeah,
catch the ball and
bonus
swing it to the
money
other side.
mean over that
The play was for the shooter coming off that screen on the other side. He shooting.
Who was on that team? Was Jared Jackson with me then? Was that Jared Jackson with me? I think that was Jared Jackson. Was I in Leon then? Was that Jet Services? That was Jared Jackson.
You know the bitch around the team. You gonna try to come back and say what's motherfucker? You know the trainer and everything, motherfucker. You know it was Jared Jackson. Motherfucker, you know what you're
The only
talking
reason why I
about.
said that because I had a couple teammates that year.
Okay,
Jared was
cool.
there. Elmer Bennett was with me that year.
You know that, yeah.
Elmo Bennett, yeah.
Yeah, he know that, yeah. I know he know that.
Lamar Struthers was with
I know he know that, yeah.
I'm just saying it's the same year.
I know it. Who was the
I
secretary?
played a bunch of We had
Who asked him?
Magali.
Yeah.
Marjorie.
Shout out to Marjorie.
man.
Oh, no
Marcus
bullshit.
Liberty.
See, I know we asked Dirk as far as with the Lenny guys, you know what I'm saying, playing at Maryland. Who's the best player you played with at Maryland?
Oh, man. Honestly, man, might be Brian. Brian Williams.
Oh, that motherfucker was
Brian Williams was nice, man.
Oh,
I mean,
he was
that brother, man.
days,
And Bob, we went against each other every day in practice, man. Bob Ways, he'd go to Brian, man, Cedric, you go to Brian's, man, Cedric, he come to me, Cedric, man, Brian, you can get his spot. Man, that dude was so, I mean, he was And shout out to Shackelford, man. He was amphibious. This dude, man. It was just crazy. I mean, man, Brown was just so doggone nice, man. He's probably one of the first person shot that I came across. Was like, I can't block.
Did he go to Maryland first?
Arizona.
Transfer
He transferred to Arizona. Right?
Transfer
Because of the bag. He wanted to get that 60,000.
So was Gerardo there with y'all?
Brian came in after Brian.
Okay.
Brian came in 88, 89.
He played
Him and Walt.
with Steve Hood?
Him and Walt.
Yeah, I played with Steve.
That's my high school coach.
You and Steve.
He ready to start some stuff, man.
Rudy Archer.
So see him play with you. You used to see
I played with Steve. I played with
He
Steve.
ready to start some stuff, man.
He said it. He said it.
What happened?
So he said shout out to Charles Shackford, and he was talking about Brian being amphibious. You need to tie our. You gotta explain that because.
Hey, come on.
You said amphibious.
Yeah.
I know what you.
I know the word is ambidextrous, people.
I know what you're
So
talking
don't get me wrong. I know the word is ambidextrous,
Man,
but it was just from an interview from a guy that did the interview. He said, they said, you seem like you had a pretty good game that game. You going left, right with your both hands. He took a sip of his drink. Yeah, I like to consider myself an amphibious player. Charles Shackleton, man.
Oh,
Man, it was on the interview.
That
Man.
was the best NC State shit. You know
Yeah.
what? That's some NC State shit. Because when Kelsey Williams said ridiculous. Damn, Joe. I remember that shit, yo. He said that shit was ridiculous. I said, what you talking about, Joe?
Oh shoot!
Ridiculous, yo.
I never heard that
That's
one.
some NC State shit.
Come on, man.
That's some NC State shit.
Kurt, who you said is barbecue chicken?
Kelsey Williams was barbecue.
Oh, you played against him?
He handicapped with me.
He said,
Wild ass shit.
I sent him home quick. Yeah, he was sent home quick.
Oh, man, they fixing them grades and shit, Joe. Don't disrespect recipes.
Come on, man. Don't do that, man. Don't do that, JB. Don't do that, man. Some good dudes, man. Some good guys, man.
who's your toughest match? Who's your toughest matchup in the ACC?
Shoot, the ACC was thick back then. I mean, you had Carolina was always good. They had
Joe Wolf was there.
The Carolina
Front
mom.
line.
Yeah.
They used to play three of them together. So I'm just saying that was it. I mean, you had Yvonne Joseph down at Georgia Tech.
Yeah. Chosen.
I forgot about Big Yvonne.
He named his name. He named his name.
But those are tough matchups. Yvonne Joseph, the Carolina front line. You had guys on my size that it's tough to match up like Kenny Green was at Wake Forest.
Was Tom Hams at Georgia Tech?
Kenny Green went to the
Yeah, Tom Hams was there. Tom Hams was there, but we had
then the Bullets
Chris
draft
Washburn.
Kenny Green.
The Bullets drafted Kenny Green. Yeah.
Chris Washburn from NC State.
Wow, that's my man.
Shackford,
Yeah, Shackford was nice, man. I had at Duke, you got Grant. He was a freshman. My senior year, Grant Hill was a freshman.
What about Leighton?
Leighton, he's tough.
Yeah, Leighton. But see, when Grant came to Maryland, when we first played him, he came up, he broke his nose, so he didn't play against us.
You said you broke his nose.
No, I didn't break it, man. It wasn't me.
We got some
So
noses.
we
We got some noses under the belt.
They had Abdel Nabi, Christian Leighton. Christian, man, he was just.
Was Crawford Palmer there?
Yeah, Crawford was there.
Oh yeah, big crowd.
So pretty much every night there was pro.
Yeah, because
You played
Carolina.
pro every night, right? Every night you played pro.
Yeah, pretty much, man. Because when I was there, we would go
Campbell,
home.
man.
Man, that dude shot, man. Elder Campbell was so.
We played
He
them too.
was so doggone long, man.
His upper body was long.
Yeah, and his arms are probably
body was
8
long.
feet.
Yeah.
By that point, man. So his release, that's release running, man. And then he jumped.
Yeah.
Elder, man, they had a
the
picture
Twin
of him
Towers.
in Clemson.
Who's the other dude?
They had him dunking in Clemson, man. His arms in the back. He did a backwards dunk with his elbows in the rim, man.
Who else
Oh,
was
the first
there?
time I seen
Dale Davis there too?
Dale Davis was
I'm saying
there.
they had, man, we
That's
played
one
Clemson.
time.
The motherfuckers had the Twin Towers.
I think he played
Horace
against
Grant
both of the
was there.
Grants boys, man. Harvey and Horse were on the team, but when he was
How good
there.
was Malcolm Mackey?
Malcolm Mackey, he was
That's George Tech, right?
yeah. Malcolm was still kind of raw when I got there, man. He was still kind of raw. Yeah, he was young. So yeah. So he came in. He was still kind of learning how to play, man. But he got real nice as he got older, of course, man. But yeah, it was a battle every night. They had. I think without my senior year, they had Matt Geiger playing center.
Yeah,
Matt Geiger.
He got that.
Matt white boy.
Yeah. Played on Lando.
stole a lot of money.
Yeah.
Where's Matt Geiger?
Hey, you remember when he broke Shaq's thumb? Shaq tried.
I think he was in Philly for a while. He played in the league for a long time. I forgot all about him.
Yeah. Matt Geiger was there.
Matt Geiger's in the league.
Where was he? Miami or?
Was it Miami?
Miami.
He played for a couple.
Then he went to the Sixers
I
when he
think
got
he
that
was in Philly.
bag.
He was in Philly.
Philly gave him the
He
bag.
was in Philly for a minute, right?
He was in Orlando. He was in Miami.
Atlanta.
Atlanta. I mean, he broke Shaq's hand.
How was y'all playing? Y'all played together, man. How was that playing together in college?
Man, I'm glad you asked that question, man. All right, so look, check this out. All right, so my freshman year.
Was y'all roommates?
Nah. We don't roommates, man.
All
All right, so we man, it was cool to play with him. I only played like the first couple of games, like 7 games every year,
You
man.
gonna talk about it?
But I'm gonna talk about it, man.
Yeah,
Tell him right.
All right, I'm
He
talking about,
great
man.
messing up right now.
All right, so we playing together, man. We go down to, and if anybody out there got this game, 1987,
Please send it to
LSU.
him.
LSU got to watch the
Please
last
send it
7
to
seconds of the game.
Please send.
Me and Derrick, we got Jose Vargas. We guarding him, right? So
Whose man was it? Whose man was it?
who's the other guy, man? Who's the other guy?
I don't know. Just
Was Stanley Roberts there? No? Wasn't he yet?
Nah, Stanley wasn't there yet. Stanley wasn't there. So we last second we got who's your man? Who-
I was guarding the guy
Nah,
that
he
couldn't
wasn't
score.
there.
Not
I
yet.
guarding the guy that couldn't score.
So
that's why I
Derrick,
can't-
we
help.
got, at the end of the game, 7 seconds left. We got Jose Vargas with the ball. We got
Trap
Jose
on the
Vargas
baseline.
on the ball.
Trap on the baseline.
The rim right here. Derrick right there.
I was top side.
Derrick's right there. I'm right here. I got him. So we got him trapped.
He's trapped.
We got him
Baseline.
trapped. This fool runs up to the free throw line, leave the baseline open.
Who's the fool?
I can't the trap. I can't the trap.
He
I'm coming to trap.
on baseline side. He on baseline side, man.
Let's say it. I come to trap from the top. My man's at the top. I'll come down the trap. The baseline. I'm the guy's gonna leave. The baseline guy, you the one that messed it up.
Man.
The guy from the top leaves. I'm trapping down on that guy. See, it had the baseline cut off. I'm trapping.
Derrick, you on the baseline side, man. You on the baseline side. Took one.
We need the video.
So if anybody got that video, LSU, I know some folks out there can get it, man.
Who cost all the game?
He
He
did.
let him take
It's
one.
his man.
He left the baseline wide open for the dude to take one dribble and dunk the ball. That was the end of the game, man.
So
So it wasn't fun playing with him. It wasn't fun.
y'all ever play 1-on-1?
Yeah, we played, man. I think.
Wow, he won't play no more.
Yeah, okay. I can't play no more. the last time we won, last time we played, who got it?
I got the last one.
Ah, this is line, man.
We played full court. We played full court.
We didn't play full court. We played.
Y'all
we
played
played-
full court,
we played-
man.
I gotta get him full court. I know he ain't gonna run up and down the court. I play full court.
Who gonna dribble the ball up court though?
Well, I can dribble now. I had to learn how to dribble.
Okay, yeah.
You go to Europe, you want to shoot because I shot a lot of threes.
I know Sad ain't dribbling.
Oh no, man! Come on, Curt. You know how to handle me. I just had to get the ball to you, man. I'm good for. Okay, all right.
You
Look,
could,
all right, look, look,
you
Curt.
get that rebound.
Seriously, man. All right,
You get that bitch up. Boom, boom, boom. And
there you go. Boom, boom, boom. See,
And
I'm
then
good.
you gonna
I'm good.
and hand that motherfucker.
I'm good for 3 dribbles. I'm good for 3
escape dribbles.
3 dribbles. I'm good.
3
man.
escape dribbles.
Nah, that motherfucker was so dominant, though, Joe. Nigga was so dominant, though, man. Get that rebound, boom. You ready right there? All that thing. You already know what's going on. And then you gonna wait until on that break. He gonna dunk that
Man.
bitch. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Man, those were some good days. Over
No,
there.
no.
I got a question for you, man. So like, when the news came down about you guys not being able to play in the tournament, the postseason, what went through your mind, and did you even contemplate getting the fuck about it? Like, what did you think?
Yeah.
Staying here, my thing.
My thought, man, was like, where am I going? You know what I mean? Walt was the only person that really, really sought after. I was pretty much a role player at that point. Up until that point, I was coming off the bench behind Gerard and Tony. So when it came out, and when
Tony Masburg?
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, man. So we had a deep squad, man. So I'm coming off the bench behind Gerard and Tony, and so when that my senior year, Gerard went decided to go hardship, and Walt had a great year his junior year too, man. So that was kind of like his breakout year. When I think Walt switched to start, he started playing point guard. So they were like, oh man, this dude's 6'9" can handle the ball. So he became, really sought after at that point, man. So Gerard went pro. Tony was gone. He was senior. He went pro. And so now I'm a role player coming up here. It's like, okay, I don't have nowhere to go besides stay here and just make the best of it, man. So it was really not a big option for me to really transfer. So we had Garfield Smith transferred in, Matt Rowe transferred, we had Big Ev. So we were me, Garf, and Ev were the front line. Evan Burns, man. So that's all we had.
Shout out to Elvis, my man.
Yeah. So that was our front line. So I'm starting next year. It's not so I'm gonna get the minutes, but we couldn't play on live TV. We lost. We couldn't play in the ACC tournament, and of course NCAA was just gone at that point, man. So we just had to make the best of it. I think if we would have played that year, been able to go, I think we probably could have gone to the NCAA tournament that year. We would have made it. We would have made it my senior year.
Y'all made some noise in that motherfucker. Just making sure y'all was noise.
Yeah. Everybody wrote us off.
Remember them numbers though, 12, 8.
Your
shit was crazy that year.
Man, it was because nobody knew anything about me. They just said, okay, he comes in, spot minutes, and goes back out, man. I'm playing. I think Gary, and I never really thought about it too. I had the first meeting with Gary Williams when he came in, and he broke it down. He said, he was looking at my stats. He was like, wow, you got some good stats. He was looking at my blocks and my minutes per game, and he started laying all of it down, saying, how productive, like I was getting productive minutes, man. So once I started playing more minutes and getting into the flow of the game, not worried about coming out, I was able to, get a nice flow going, man. So. But it was just, I really didn't have a choice but to stay in Maryland.
That's funny, man, because all that was going down, Maryland was top on my list.
Yeah,
man. I'm up Curl, so I'm going on my official visits. They was like, well, we're going to pick you up from Curl. So I got my little suitcase and stuff, right? They come pick me up in the Lincoln Town car. Everybody looking out Curl like, damn. Roger McCready walking me out.
Oh, man.
Roger McCready come in and get me. Curl Holmes walking me out. We getting the Lincoln joint in the back.
Yeah.
They got the driver.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, man, it's on. He said, yeah, we're going to put your stuff up in the Greenbelt, the hotel, then we're going to Lido's. He said, we got your man there. I said, who? He said, we got Cedric, Gerard, Walt, Gary Williams, Billy Hunt. I said, cool. Man, getting there, man. I'm like, oh, man. They just showing love everywhere. Like, we want you to be the first one to commit here. We're going to get the whole city out. We don't know what's going on with this. So I'm like, keep me in the loop. What's going on. But that was one of the best visits I ever had, man.
I always say about Maryland, it's no bullshit. I always say, I don't give a fuck if you grew up in the DMV. Once you go up Maryland campus, you think you got on the flight. I'm telling you, you think you out of town. I'm telling you, that is a college town, man.
You know what messed me up? The first time I saw that shit, I was like, he said, dudes catch the bus to go to class and shit at the fucking campus. So I said, damn,
college town, man.
This man was big as shit, yo.
Man.
It's grown more now, man. They got so much the facility they have up there now, man. It's real nice. It's real nice.
It's like you say, like Adrian Branch used to call me every day, like, man,
what you
gonna do?
Yeah.
We up there hooping, man. In the summer.
Man.
Y'all had like y'all got like 20 different gyms. Y'all got 20 different gyms.
Maryland Rec was,
you're right.
Maryland Rec was stupid dumb good, right?
Maryland Rec was great.
Oh man,
it was great. It was great as far as motherfuckers up that motherfucker. But I do have to give Georgetown respect on Edge's Rec too, because it was some bad ones going to do just the hoop.
Yeah, just the hoop.
Maryland was more open to the public. Come here, nigga, hoop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
But
you got to
yeah,
think.
Maryland had the closed ones too.
No. I'm just saying, just with
Yeah,
the
but
area so
G-Town
thick back
was
then, it's like
Right.
all that shit was invitation only.
G-Town how you show your ID.
Yeah. They was more like a little street, bro.
But it was good.
It was good
Always
bump, you know what I'm
great
saying?
bump.
Maryland was like, let's rock. Let's get, okay, you say you can boogie, let's go right now.
North County.
You know what I'm saying? North Gym.
North
Yeah,
County.
you'll see Manute walk through there, man.
Yeah.
A bunch of wizards.
Yeah.
I think, who was it? Purvis.
Man,
Purvis
Maryland,
Purvis been around a lot back then too.
Yeah.
we have to mention there was some good wound up Maryland too. There was some good wound up Maryland too. Boy.
Yeah,
Shout out to
Pennsylvania.
Shout out to my host Tion McCoy.
Oh, man.
Shout out to Tion.
Tion, man, boy, man.
Shout out to my man Tion. No doubt.
Good up there, turf. No, I'm just bullshit. I'm bullshit.
Oh, my God, man. You're wrong for that,
I'm gonna give a big shout out to my man Carlos Pugh, man. They had him on his job up there trying to get me up.
Man, Lowe's in the house tonight, man. Lowe's in the house tonight, man.
Hey,
Lowe's in the house.
my brother adopted me, man. He was like, man, what you gonna do,
Lowe's
man?
in the
He
house.
said, I don't care what you do, you with me. He said, they want you, but I, whatever you want to do, just let me know.
Always,
man.
always
man.
been a good
Great
dude,
guy,
man. You know what I'm saying?
All
Hey, Lowe's, come on up there and tell us some a Maryland memory, man. You done been, hey, Lowe's, you done been in them situations. Come and give us a Maryland memory story, man. You done seen the whole years of the '80s, man.
Hey, okay, look. Since we got said Derrick here, I'm gonna let Derrick. I'm gonna let Derrick fill in the rest of this story. One time we was down Leonardtown. They came back from practice. This was, it was after '86. So everybody know what happened in '86.
Yeah.
Derrick was like, I ain't no fucking decoy. I ain't no decoy. It was after practice. I ain't no decoy.
I'm trying to remember. That's Bob Wade.
Yeah.
Then you
I don't-
basketball,
I don't-
that's what it sound like.
I don't remember the particular story.
I ain't no decoy. You don't remember what it was.
I don't remember what happened.
You didn't get the basketball out there. That's what it sound like.
I'm trying to. I know you was. Tion was our point guard that year, and he struggled mightily sometimes to get the ball before against. We played North Carolina, Kenny Smith and them, and it was like we never, we couldn't get the ball across half court.
I'll take that back. You wasn't that good, Tion.
That's why he transferred.
No, that's my boy.
He struggled. He's a good guy, man.
He
But
transferred?
he struggled.
Man, yeah,
He went to Texas.
We were
When they went on probation.
Yeah.
But I mean, you playing against Kenny Smith.
Shout out to Timmy.
They had John Johnson
Yeah.
down at Virginia. Muggsy was down.
Oh, man.
It wasn't no getting the ball before against Muggsy. Brian Oliver down at Georgia Tech. It was tough, man.
That's because you played with that. You old Randalls back then, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Mark Price.
you played against them and you played against some young kids. You know what I'm saying?
I can't remember the story you're talking about, but I'm sure somebody didn't pass the ball. We had
He
Steve.
said, I'm sure it's my Steve.
Was Steve Hood freshman? This is freshman year.
Yeah, Steve. Yeah,
Because Steve didn't like to pass the ball either. I know Steve.
Steve wouldn't pass gas.
Yeah, Steve wouldn't pass
That nigga constantly, he was
I ain't never heard that one. Damn.
Yeah, Arizona.
That nigga constipated.
He passed the ball.
Damn. How did he know that shit?
Wouldn't pass it,
Oh, he was icing like shit. Oh,
Steve
shit.
Hood.
High school too.
Dang, I didn't know Steve was icing like that, Joe.
Steve was
Oh,
good.
shit.
No, that's
I wish I
crazy.
could remember that story. Hey, Carlos, you're gonna have to tell me what happened. 'Cause I'm sure something happened after I said that.
Oh, shit. What happened, Lowe's?
No, it was them coming back from practice, man. It was them coming back from practice, and Derrick not happy.
We didn't win a game that year in ACC.
Yeah,
I do.
We were
You know what, man?
15.
I'm gonna tell you what, man. I think that was one thing because I was on the borderline of going to Wake Forest, man. And I remember, I think you got hurt playing against You
Right
twisted
before
your
NC
ankle.
State. Right before
You
NC
twisted
State.
your ankle, and I came back. My mother and father sent me back in the locker room to check on him. They let me go back there, and he was back there crying. He was man.
Ain't nobody crying.
Man, you
man.
were crying.
Nobody crying, man. Nobody crying. He's gonna make another story now. Nobody crying.
The chef had the onions back there. He was next to the chef with the onions.
But he was frustrated, man. I'm like, man, okay, yeah, let me see if I can come up here and help out, do whatever, man. But that's what solidified me from going to Maryland, man.
Seeing them cry.
Yeah, but seeing him cry, I feel sorry for him.
Yeah.
You ever seen Charles cry, man? Yeah, you ever seen Charles cry?
Yeah, I see him cry. Yeah, I now fucking.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how, man. But that's what made me want to go there, man.
But that's crazy, that pressure, man. I'm saying, motherfuckers really don't understand that shit. On the real, like coming as a young kid, man, when you got your brother, and y'all in that same sport, and they're expecting that same shit out of you.
Your brothers, all that.
And I think with me, it helped me say it more so, it just made me be so like, didn't give a fuck. Like, I'm just gonna play some basketball.
Right.
The pressure was there, yeah, but I didn't look at it as pressure.
Yeah.
I just look at it like, man, I'm just gonna play the sport I love. Cause no matter what you do, good or bad, they always gonna be like, exactly.
Yeah.
You ain't like your brother, or you like your brother, you not good as your brother. You better. All the shit can come with all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just growing up with that shit, man, to me, just my experience, it made me better. You know what I'm saying? It just made me better, man.
It's funny, man. I embraced it, man. They called me a Carroll, man, all the way up to probably my junior year. They called me Little Derrick, man. And but when I went down to Duke, and you know, they rough down at Duke, man.
Yes, sir.
I never forget.
Yes, they are.
I'm on the free throw shooting, and they got real quiet. They said, "Hey, no, I came back from the bench." They said, "Hey, Lewis, your brother was better." Another guy said, "Yeah, a lot better." You know what I'm saying? So you sit there and listen to these people, man. But you gonna get those comparisons, man. And but you embrace it and try to improve on it, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So.
Nah, that's what's up. We gonna tell you, say you coaching, man.
Shout out to the Maryland JUCO, man. Shout out to the
Yeah,
Maryland
that's
JUCO,
it.
dog. Shout out to the Maryland JUCO, baby. Welcome to the family.
We gotta talk about that, and we gotta talk about you in the Rotary weekend. What you doing?
Yeah, man, definitely.
Before we roll out, so what the coaching thing going on?
I took the job at CCBC Dundalk about 3 months ago in October, coaching women. They didn't have they were going to fold the women's program. They were going to fold it and just not have it anymore. Talked to the AD, had contacted last February about it, Mark Ursula, and we went back and forth for a long time, for 8 or 9 months. Finally went in for the interview, and I got the job. They only had three girls on the roster from last year, so there's no way we could compete this year.
Right.
So they gave me the whole year to recruit the girls and build the team from scratch, and we started playing in November. So actually, before I came over here, I was signing our first recruit. First person we signed.
That's good, man.
Yeah,
Put on the LOI, huh?
Yeah, now
that LOI.
And I know it's not, like I told, it's not as prestigious as signing the Maryland LOI, but at the same time, these girls, they want to play too, and it's a stepping stone to get to.
Hey, Derrick, on some real shit, man, not to interject though. No, that shit is big time for them.
Yeah,
because it's like how we always say, it's levels to this shit.
Yeah, for real.
And for them at that level, that is their Maryland.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I always look at it as I was in the Maryland JUCO for
Right,
8, 9, 10 years. And it's always a conduit, to getting to where they're trying to go. So, shout out, big ups to you,
And
with
recruiting,
that.
you got to be careful not to make them think. I said, I don't think you're a community college player. I said, but for whatever reason, you slipped through the cracks. They didn't recruit you. So come play for me. We're gonna prove everybody wrong. So we got Naja Franklin from Lockhaven High School.
That's what's up, bro.
Looking forward. We excited, man.
I'm gonna come check you out, bro. No doubt about that, yo.
It's gonna be different.
Bozeman and Lonnie, get with Dirk, man.
Yeah, I need some
them girls over there. We
Reggie Walker.
We gonna make Reggie and the cross. Yeah, Gio from Chavez.
Let me know. I'm down.
Bullock. All the young ladies. You know what I'm saying? But getting said, how does spring shoot, man, traveling, did it bring back your days back in the day? Now you see that's your time consuming, right?
Man,
your weekend's gone.
man, what's a weekend?
Yeah,
man, because right now my daughter plays volleyball. Derrick's daughter does too, man, and they're on the travel club. So the season, man, we started up in January, second week of January, and we've been on the road pretty much every other weekend. It's a big tournament coming up, man. Anybody got girls out there that don't, that may not like basketball, and my daughter, she's kind of dainty, man. You know what I mean? So she didn't like. When she first started playing basketball, she was good. She was better than everybody, but then she didn't want to play anymore, lost interest in it, and she walking around jumping up, touching the top of my doorways, and so I'm like, shoot, let me put this to work. So we put it in the volleyball, and she started playing, man. Once she started playing, she fell in love with it, man. And she plays with a team called Metro now, and they have a big tournament coming up in D.C. And I didn't realize how big volleyball was until it's down at the convention center where they just had the car show. Every single court where they had the cars at, every single court, wall to wall, on 2 floors, is filled with volleyball courts. It's 120 courts in there, and it's, I don't know how many girls in there, and it goes from, they're playing like, they start at 9 o'clock and they probably finish up at 10. It's all day, and it's like that, man. So, we go to different places and play. It's just being able to support her doing what she's doing. She found her own path, man. So I wanted her to play basketball, but she found her own little path, man. We were talking about how, playing with the pressure being my daughter or, whatever. She just felt she carved her own little path, man, and I'm just happy for her, though. So.
That was the hell of a schedule you sent me. I'm like, I said, shit, we ain't gonna never get this.
Right, because we were trying to get this set up a couple of weeks ago, man.
That was good, though, man. And we appreciate y'all, man, for real.
No, man. No doubt, man. This is great love. Straight love, man.
We definitely appreciate y'all for coming on, man.
I tell you this, though, man, and not to cut you, I know you're trying to close it out, man. I'm gonna
No,
cut you
wait,
off.
hey, we ain't got shit to do. We ain't got shit to do. We ain't got shit to do.
But on the real though, man, seriously, I used to, we were over the seas, I played in France, Germany. We were over there still keeping an eye on what was going on at home, man. Y'all brothers held it down, man. Charlie, you doing your thing at Georgetown. You at Villanova, Curt, man. We watching you too, man. So, everybody, we still had our eye on what was going on, man. You guys just... It made us proud to say we played ball in D.C., man. You know what I'm saying? So it was just
vice versa, man.
Yeah,
vice versa. I always talk about that, man.
It was a lot of. I don't know how it is now, man, but it was a lot of love. Like we all sitting here now. We probably played against each other at some point, but it was a lot of love. Like we could probably sit down with a whole bunch of guys that played in our era. And get together and just reminisce like y'all got that league going on down at Chavez, man. That's big.
That's cool.
That's big,
Shout out
man.
to Ricky Goins, man.
Yeah, I know, man. And that's huge. Man, I went down there, man. And it's brothers. I'm seeing Daryl Prue. Some bunch of guys down there just going back balling. Donald Hodge was down there.
My man.
Yeah, man. So there's some brothers coming out and play for this thing, man. And it's good to see brothers still getting together. Brothers being able to get. I can't. I'm done playing. My knees, I'm shot. But seeing guys being able to run up and down the court still, man, and doing good, man, it's just good to see that, man. So Rick, I got to take my head off to you for that, man.
Yeah, the young fella working, man.
Young fella working, yo. Big shout out to you.
Young man, because
No Blue, we fuck with you, bro.
You guys went to Curl paved the way for me and the Motons of the world, and my brother Carlos here, man. Really took me under his wing.
Y'all got that championship. That's right, Carolina. Y'all got that.
We wouldn't have got it without y'all, trust me. We wouldn't have got it without y'all, man. That tough skin, man. Y'all broke Curl Holmes down for us.
Curl got a little soft.
No, he soft.
He got a little like, fuck y'all.
He started understanding his talent.
He started understanding his talent.
Nah, he ain't no softer. Carlos, man, Ern Jordan, Dave Liggins, Michael Bird.
Definitely shot it, man.
Daryl Pope, Steve Edie,
Danny Ryan.
Danny Ryan. Only right down on Curl. That was the only white guy on Curt.
Bird.
We had
Mike
Mike Lonergan. Yeah, Mike Lonergan.
Yeah.
Mike Lonergan.
Mike
Jeff
Jeff
Baxter.
Yeah, Mike Lonergan went there too, right? Yeah.
Can't forget my man Kenny Wills, man. But this is definitely a great show, man. Like I said from the jump, I said jokingly, but we 3 Hall of Famers up Curl, man. It's very rare that we can get together in this environment and let these kids know what's going on, because right now we got a good situation of Curl with a great coach.
Yeah.
Who was on the show last week?
Yeah, he's gonna be.
Mike Powell, my man.
He
No
has
doubt.
a high basketball IQ and he loves what he's doing, man. He's trying to bring it back.
Right.
So we got to give him all our support too,
Hey,
man.
they played them all at 1:30,
They
right?
play at 1:30 up Curl against Gonzaga, man. I think
Okay.
we need to get there, give them some support if we can get out there
I'm gonna do that.
without all
That's
this
right.
rain and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be there with my Eagles jersey
You
on.
said Carol? You said?
Hey, look, it's gonna be about, hey, look, it's gonna be about 65 tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm on the weather. I'm only like Bob Ryan. It's the weather tomorrow. 70 on this bitch. It's gonna be 70.
But it's an honor, man. Y'all, two of the reasons why I went to Curl.
Oh
I'm
man.
not gonna lie about that. I had people around me that, was guiding me the right way, showing me the tradition of Curl and different schools, and be like, well, you can go to the math. No, I want to beat the math.
Right, yeah.
You know?
You know what, man?
And that's what happened.
It's funny because I look at that too. I think I went to go see Carroll play the math at one time in football. This was football.
Yeah.
They had 3 starting lineups on the sideline of the math, man.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? So people, they look at the math. It's a great school. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But why go to a school that has all the best players?
Yeah.
And you're one of the best players, and you're not going to get, you playing maybe a quarter of the game.
That's
you know what I mean?
that's the women's basketball. That's the UConn shit today with the women's basketball team.
Yeah.
Setting up
Spread the child out.
setting up one of the LeBron teams.
Yeah.
Seems like he would be. You think he a little boy?
Spread
Ariama, what was his name? You think he a little boy? Yo, he got what, 11 chips? That motherfucker don't never lose. Yo. Is he a little
Can't be
fucking
funny,
boy? All that fucking winning? God damn,
Yeah.
yo. Shit.
Nah, spread the child. That's good though, man. Gotta thank my man Los for coming through tonight.
Oh, yeah. That was
Give us some
good.
Carroll history. Lo's been around. The whole family, Lo's been around a long time. No bullshit.
I'm gonna tell you some other thing that's kind of interesting too, like especially with some of the age range. We close in age. Derrick obviously a little bit older than me. Is the fact that we used to idolize. I'm gonna tell you, I used to idolize you, man, and the time you was at Maryland, and I could just remember that shit. I was a diehard Maryland fan. You know what I'm saying? Like to the core. Like I went to Villanova. I still love Maryland. I went to love. Like Maryland, like my little secret little team. You know what I'm saying?
Is everybody
But to
there?
be able to be on the floor with you professionally, you know what I'm saying? It was like
Yeah, you didn't say it again.
I had to get over that shit first.
3-point shot.
I had to get over that shit first. But you know what I'm saying? Just to allow you to be on the floor, you're a fucking legend. You know what I'm saying? You guys don't realize that shit, man. You guys made major impact to the fucking game in this area, man.
I'm gonna tell you what, man. He called me after y'all played, and he said, he's like, man, we played against James Bryson, and man, he was down there like, man, Derrick Lewis down the court, man. He said you act like a high school girl, man.
You know how we always say no disrespect? You always say no disrespect?
Right.
Man, come on, Joe. Gather y'all used to guys catching oops and shit. Hey, Joe, come on, man. Like, now I'm on the floor with this motherfucker. Number one is like an honor, but number two, I'm like, fuck it, I'm just as good as these motherfuckers. I'm a little younger than this nigga too, though.
You say to me,
I said, what I say to you? I said, you got your track shoes on? I'm like this. I'm stretching. You got your track shoes on, though? I'm running like a motherfucker.
He was running.
I grew up watching this motherfucker. Shit.
Same thing I sent you today. I said, man,
Slim. It's an honor.
can't wait y'all come through. I said, man, the very first time I get to meet Derrick Lewis. And I was,
We were talking, man. I'm like, man, he
but
didn't.
I always, man, you always was whooping back in the day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I said, I always watched. I said, I never got a chance to meet Derrick. You know what I'm saying? And it's an honor, though. You know what I'm saying? For
I could always read about you, but I said never.
I never met, but I was. That's when I said, man, I said, you got to bring Big Bro on.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, well, tonight, man, this month is Black History Month. We can close out Bryson tonight. You got your Black History pick, man, before we close out. First of all, is anything that you guys got to say before we close out?
Man, just appreciate you. Like I said, man, love all y'all brothers, man. DC basketball, DMV basketball, man. Appreciate y'all having me out, man. And it was an honor being here, man.
You already know, man. You already know. What about you, Derrick? We gonna get that girls program, the school going, though.
You gotta get it going.
Yes, we are.
It's always good because I was away a long time. I was away 16 years,
Yeah.
and
You
lost
playing
track.
ball, man. You gotta say, make sure you say that.
Yeah,
Wait, like, hey, say that. That's what. Hey, no, y'all. Hey, yo, real talk. I don't understand that nigga funny as shit. For real though. Hey, yo, we that nigga funny for real though.
When he first came back, though, could he speak English? Like, don't I mean, therefore.
Something you gotta say, though, man.
So like you said, in France playing ball for 16 years, lost track of a lot of people that I grew up playing with, whether it's from high school, Maryland, and I'm still getting back in touch with people. So I mean, this is great, man.
Yeah.
To get back in and see you guys, guys right at DMV. Only thing that we missed was a little bit of go-go music. We grew up on that.
Oh, no, we trapped out.
You had MC Solar. You had motherfucking MC Solar. That's what you had. MC motherfucking Solar. Yeah.
No, but
That's what we had.
It's been fun, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate this fun, and again, good guys, man.
That's good,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
We definitely appreciate y'all for coming through, man. Close out with my man JB's Black History Month pick, man.
All right, I wanted to give a shout out to Ray Charles Leonard, man. That's gonna be my pick right now. Better known as Sugar Ray Leonard. That's gonna be my
Great pick.
Palmer Park. Grew up in the area. I'm a C Pleasant guy, and I could just obviously remember being a younger dude. He was cool, like my stepfather. I used to see him around all the time, and I just always looked at Sugar Ray Leonard as being kind of like the second coming. It's crazy. I don't, people look at me crazy, but I always thought of him as like the second coming of Ali.
Yeah.
Ali was great. Like Ali probably is the greatest.
Yeah.
But I really idolized that dude a lot, and I think he did a lot for the game of boxing. He went through the gauntlet of the Wilfred Benitez's and the Durans, the Hearns, the Haglers. Rack of dudes, man.
Fight was fighting.
I mean, fighting was fighting back then, man. He won 5 world championships in different weight classes. Second guy to do that, obviously. Hearns was the first. But just big shout out to him, man. He was the first guy to make $100 million, you know what I'm saying, boxing. He did right with his money because he obviously still worth over $100-something million, man. I always kind of really, truly idolize him, and really is truly, like, probably my favorite boxer ever, man. And I'm proud that he's actually from here.
I second that.
And big up to Sugar Ray Leonard, man. Ray Charles, named after the singer, man. His mama named him after the singer, man. But big shout out to Sugar Ray, man. That's my
That's
Black History right now.
no other way to close the show with that one, with two great brothers, man, and then you come with Sugar Ray.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And there's more to come next week, man, on the Red Cup, man.
Do it.
Appreciate Lewis brothers, man.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having us.
Finally, you know what I'm saying? Real talk, but you know what I'm saying? Y'all know we back next week, man. Appreciate all the viewers, man. See y'all next week, man.